and welcome to the 3 Point Review. Mr. Joshua Naya,
Hello.
what's your first point for the audience watching?
My first point will be about, we've done it before, we've talked about him before, but he's done it again.
Yeah.
Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham Hotspurs.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Mate.
It's not fucking talk about Ange again.
Listen, we have to. If he keeps giving us ammo like this, we have to address it.
It's true. He's not helping himself.
He's not. Listen, Tottenham are 14th. To get my facts right, they've lost 15 games in the league this season.
Jesus, 15?
Yes, and that is the 5th worst. That's more than West Ham. There's only 2 less than Wolves, okay?
Fucking hell.
3
It's
more.
got to be up there. It is Tottenham's worst season ever. Obviously, we know that. But that's sackable offence.
It is really bad considering he brought in Solanke in the summer.
Yeah.
Your
He's got his most
squad.
hated player. For some reason, you just Solanke hate watch.
It's true, and it gives me joy to see him not score. But he's got his players in. He's got Van der Ven in. He's got his midfielders in. He's got Son. I mean, obviously Son is a bit washed now, but when he started, he was still good. He's got a very strong on paper.
Udogie.
He's been injured, but if you actually write out the starting 11 for Tottenham, it's a very good team.
Yeah, it's a team that is better than United's side. It's better than West Ham's side. It's better than, arguably, better player for player than Chelsea's team.
Damn, that's a bold take. But honestly, on their day, this is the team that still scored 4 at the Etihad this season.
Yeah. And people forget that, don't they?
Yeah, it's the craziest highs and the lowest lows. It's why they've only drawn 4 games.
Yeah.
They either win or they lose.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. They win, lose. But recently they've been losing. Obviously, they won midweek to get through to the next round of the Europa League. But they lost to Fulham, who are 8th and fighting for a European spot. And on his way out of Craven Cottage, he's walking down, heading for the tunnel. And a fan goes, "What was that?" And he stops. He's like, "What?" And the fan says it again. "What was that?" And he looks like he loses it.
He says, I think he says,
like, young man,
you need to have more manners or something like that.
Yeah, something. He basically gives it back, but the players are holding him back. You are a Premier League manager. You get paid millions a year. And this is not the first time he snapped at a fan.
Do you know what it is? You know what I think it is? I think Ange has this kind of idea that he thinks his job should just be like any other job, in the sense that you can't speak to your manager where you work in the same way that you would speak to Ange, from the outside, because he's in a position of great, I don't even know what the word would be. Like, he's in such a privileged position to be Tottenham manager.
With pressure. It comes with pressure.
It comes with pressure, and it comes with high standards.
Of course.
And I'm sorry, brother, but you're in the Premier League. This is the most watched league in the world.
Yeah.
It's the most popular league in the world, and it's the most what's the word? It's the most competitive league in the world.
Yeah, it's most competitive. And you got a lot of eyes on you, and Tottenham fans, for some reason, I think some of them are a bit entitled. But what they want to see, first and foremost, is just good football. Yeah. Which he doesn't. He's a very stubborn man when it comes to his tactics. And in his character, you can see it, because the fact that he's shouting, it's not like he's shouting at opposition fans. Yeah. He's shouting at, it's the second time I've seen a clip where he's giving it back to Spurs fans, who are very rightly criticizing you. Rightly, you're 14th, it's your second season here, and you've got worse.
Yeah. I mean, let's not play around now. We're talking about a situation that Spurs have not been in over a decade. Yeah. Much longer than a decade. This is unheard of for their fans. Yeah. So for him to be like, "Oh, you need to have more manners," it's like, well, how about you change your tactics, you fucking idiot? It's not a fan problem. This is a Tottenham problem, and by that definition, it's an Ange problem. You know, you represent Tottenham. You push that. You should be, the standard should be set by you. And I don't care about injuries. I don't care about them. Teams have done much better with worse injury crises, United when they won the
FA Cup last
FA
year.
Cup.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, everyone gets injuries. Even you guys were on course to get a European spot if we didn't win the FA Cup with all those injuries. And I just hate that they keep using that as an excuse, because nowadays a lot of teams go through injury crisis because of all the fixture congestion. It's not helping with more European games and all that. But I don't know, man. It's getting old. Like, when do you call it? Do you give maybe one more year? You give him, but how much people keep saying he's not getting backed. Bro, they've got he's injury prone. That's your fault on the scouting, but you've got one of the best centre backs in Van der Ven in the league. You have to remember, you guys were saying that last year.
It's true.
You guys were saying it, and then Isak sat him down.
Dirty.
You got a good left back. You've got a good midfield. Bentancur, let's not sleep on him.
Madison.
Yeah, Madison. You've got Bergvall. Bergvall's young. He's raw. Kulusevski is solid.
He's really good as well. I really like him as a player. Brennan Johnson. As well.
Yeah, you've honestly.
Son, Solanke.
This Tottenham team.
Richarlison.
This Tottenham team is good, man. Like,
bro, these are all a lot of these as well. Like Richarlison played for Everton. Solanke played for Bournemouth. Like these, Madison, Leicester. Like, there's a lot of Premier League proven talent in there. And like 2 + 2 is 4 in this situation. If you're not winning games and you're not consistent and the fans are disappointed, it points to one person. It points to Ange. Now, Levy is obviously a factor in this, but he's backed you. He's giving you the money to go sign your players. Like, you can't complain too much about that, I think.
Yeah, I think especially now in the age of PSR, you're not going to be signing all these amazing, flashy players. You're going to have to be careful and pick the players that you want. So I genuinely think, I mean, Tottenham fans that argue with this are so stupid. Do you think that with this squad, right now, the squad that you have available with all the injuries is a 14th place level squad? If you do, fine. Well done. You're an idiot.
Block us.
You can go and do that if you want.
Literally.
Because that is not a 14th place team. Like how I look at the United side and I go, that's not a 13th place team. We're shit, don't get me wrong. But it's not a 13th place
It's
United
not
team.
that bad.
Yeah. Like, the managers and the players should be doing better.
The extremism in football is massive, isn't it? It's like, because you lose a lot of games, they just like, oh, this relegation team.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not that simple. You got so much talent in there, and Ange's just not getting the best of them right now.
And his head's going. But
clearly,
we'll see if this continues or not.
Falling under pressure, some would say.
Oh, but I thought he wins trophies in his second year.
Well, put it on himself, really, didn't he?
No Audi Cup. Moving on to the second point, did you want to...
I mean, I'll just quickly skim over this one. We've talked a lot about Newcastle. Don't want to babble on about them too much, but I'll take away some of the focus from Newcastle. And we have to talk about, I mean, Eddie Howe.
Well, what a story.
One, what a story, and two, what a manager. Like, I remember hearing Simon Jordan. Now, listen, Simon Jordan, I hope you're listening, because... Because I hate you. I actually have a passionate dislike for you, because you will find a negative in anything.
That's true.
When a Newcastle fan called up and said, I think Eddie Howe could be the next person to take Newcastle after Steve Bruce. This is before he signed. They laughed at him. They said, "What, you really think that Eddie Howe's going to be the one to do that? Like the Bournemouth guy?" And he's like,
Bournemouth guy.
That Bournemouth guy.
Crazy.
Just want to say, that Bournemouth guy just made everyone eat their fucking words, man.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's the best manager, the best English manager in the world. He's
obviously,
he's taken, obviously, Bournemouth from League 2, the lowest professional league division, up to the Premiership, which is unheard of, to go 4 leagues up. Unheard of. And obviously left Bournemouth, went abroad, studied different styles of coaching, studied different teams, went to Atletico, watched Simeone, studied how they train, came back to Premier League, and he's taken over a relegation Newcastle, who no team had ever come back from that much points and survived. Every team since then had been relegated. And he saved us, or not only saved us, took us to 13th, and then the next season gave us Champions League football.
Yeah.
That is unheard of, and now winning, obviously, Newcastle's first trophy in 70 years. It's undoubtedly manager of the season, undoubtedly best English manager in the world, and undoubtedly should be, obviously, seeing how Tuchel does. We'll see. He's a winner. Yeah. Tuchel, we know that. He's a serial winner. But, I mean, if Tuchel doesn't work out, and Eddie Howe is maybe in a couple of years not at Newcastle. We don't know what's going to happen with PIF and what they do. But I mean, Eddie Howe's got to be the next man in line for an England job.
Yeah.
Fuck Carsley. I don't give a fuck about that fat idiot. Okay, I don't care how many. I don't care how many players he's worked with that are in the youth setup. I don't care.
Yeah.
Right. Eddie Howe has proven time and time again that he is the best English manager, and he can do it at the highest level. Nice
style of football as well. Very nice style of football. Obviously, international football is a bit different, but I would like to see him as England manager one day. I mean, if he ever leaves Newcastle. And I think also a point that we should emphasize is he set the foundations for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they got promoted? We're like, what the Bournemouth?
Worst. Like,
who the fuck are they? And they haven't been relegated.
10,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, it's a shit stadium. Yeah. It's a small club, Bournemouth. They're still a small club.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not a Barclays team, but they are now a stalwart because of the foundations he helped to set.
Yeah, yeah. There should be, like, in the same way, so Bobby Robson is statued outside St. James's Park. Whoever the fucking owner of Bournemouth is should get a statue of Eddie Howe outside the front of them, because you wouldn't even be near the Premier League without that guy. Wouldn't even be near it. So pay your fucking respects. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit aggressive. It's a bit aggressive. I don't even mind Bournemouth.
I don't know.
I don't know a single Bournemouth fan.
That's fair.
Small club.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. That's
I guess we can call people small clubs now, because I mean, my team has a trophy.
Yeah. This guy's ego's gonna go. How many times have you watched the highlights? Be honest.
Bro, I tell you what. I was sitting with my girlfriend all morning. She was working, and literally, I think she was getting sick of seeing it just on the TV, not even hearing it, just seeing it. Because I'd scroll and watch all the highlights on TikTok and YouTube. Then I'd go on YouTube. I'd watch the highlights. I'd watch the BBC highlights, the Newcastle highlights. I'd watch the Liverpool. I'd just go over. I want to hear all the commentator reactions. I wanted to see Alan Shearer's reaction.
Yeah.
Unreal. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But Eddie Howe, best manager in England. Who's English?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he's top. He's up there with top 5 managers in the league.
I'll give you top 5.
Top 4. Name 4 managers better than Eddie Howe.
I would Slot. Yeah, he's about to win the league.
No, whoa! We just talked about Slot era and how he's gained a team from Klopp, and you're saying he's better than Eddie Howe. What credentials does Slot have to be better than Eddie Howe?
He's about to win the league. If you win the league, even if you do it with your eyes closed, you're still winning.
Ranieri better than Eddie Howe?
Well, yeah.
Why?
Well, he helped to build that Chelsea team that before they got taken over. Before Mourinho.
That's fair.
I think people forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Ranieri's better than Howe, but we can have this conversation in 2 years.
Yeah.
I think trophies are very important as a manager, so I'd go him.
And he's young. He's a young
also,
manager.
Equaled Arteta's trophy haul. Can't believe we haven't even said that yet.
Oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels so good. With his own team, though.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't take a team from Emery.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a much better manager than Arteta.
Oh, yeah. Emery's definitely
better.
Emery's definitely better. Guardiola, obviously.
Guardiola. Emery.
I
like Nuno.
I don't think he's better, though.
I don't think he's better.
You know who I rate, even though they're mid-table, Bournemouth's manager, Iriola. I really like him. I think he's good. And it's because he's Spanish. I don't know. Maybe it's because I know they're Spanish.
Maybe.
And I don't know. But I'd say you have an argument, though. I wouldn't say he's out of the top 5.
He's definitely there. He's definitely in the conversation.
Anyway, let's move on to point 3.
Yeah.
Unproven. I can't say anything yet.
Do you reckon, mate?
He's won the Portuguese league a few times. So, yeah. Anyway.
Ten Hag regen.
Speaking of United. We talked about Bruno Fernandes in the results video, but I'm going to focus on his subject here. It won't take too long. Arsenal fans, I don't know if you're doing it for the rage bait, the jokes, the memes, but I've seen a lot of comparisons with Ødegaard, captain versus captain. One is a leader, says the right thing at the right time, respects legends. The other one doesn't want the ball in high pressure situations. I'm not going to clarify who is who, but if you have a brain cell, you can pick.
I don't know. Which one is it, guys?
Dora the Explorer. Where is it?
Where is it? Where is the Audi Cup? Where's the trophy, Arteta?
Literally, not even an Audi Cup. There was a video of Odegaard making a chance against a low block, and they missed. And they're like, "I like to see Bruno do this." The reposts, there were about 15 goals where Bruno assisted someone in a low block, and I was like,
Jesus
interesting.
Christ.
But if that's not enough for you, don't worry. Don't listen. Sit your bottom down right now.
Tight, guys.
Sit tight. This season, Odegaard's got 2 goals in the league. Bruno's got 8.
Jesus Christ.
He's got 4 assists as a cam in a team that's second, by the way.
By the way, and lest we not forget, the injection of, 600 million since Arteta's been...
Yes. He's got everyone he's wanted. He's got Rice.
And I don't mean like everybody. He's got everyone
Havertz,
he went for.
Rice, Jesus.
Yeah, he's got his whole team.
He's got everyone. Yeah, I mean...
this is the thing. Like...
Raya.
Raya. A number 9, Calafiori. Like, a number 9, obviously, in their prospects, but not important enough to Arteta to sign one.
He tried to do the Guardiola, but the thing is, Guardiola didn't need a striker because he had De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
You had, at the time, Fernandinho. You had Diaz. You had Laporte at the time. And then you replaced it with, John Stones was always there, but you had a whole nother generation of City players to come in. The whole point is those players were world-class, undisputed. You could go, Diaz is the best defender in the world back in 2021. You'd be like, yeah. Arsenal fans would be like, Saliba's the best defender in the world. No, he's not. Yeah. And you can argue with that. Like, the difference is the levels. Arteta thinks he's him. He's not him.
Damn.
And Odegaard is a prime example of that because he was made captain. I see no leadership qualities.
Exactly.
Do you know why? Do you know who the captain was before him? Aubameyang. There's no standards.
And the only thing I know that guy from is FIFA. Let's not lie now.
And he literally stopped going to training. He would be late to training.
Yeah.
He was like the worst captain ever.
Yeah.
This is who he succeeded. He's got 4 assists. Man, 6 goals and assists for a team that is second is a disgrace.
6 GNA, yeah.
Bruno Fernandes in the league's got 17. Now, you might be thinking, what about other competitions? Shut up, right?
Yes.
Martin Odegaard's got 13 in all comps.
Uh-huh.
Bruno Fernandes.
How much?
31.
Damn. And we can read stats all day, but it's just the eye test.
Yeah.
And if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You might need a guide dog because you might be blind. There's no way you can look at the way Bruno Fernandes plays for United and the way Odegaard plays for Arsenal, hiding away from chances, hiding away from responsibility.
Doesn't take risks.
Can't take a risk to save his life. Misses really important shots for them when their best player is not playing at the moment. Yeah. It's just, they're not even comparable. And for this guy to be in the same... are you forgetting what Bruno Fernandes did for Manchester United over the past couple of years?
Bro, he's made the top 5 or top 6 in assists all time for United in the league.
Yeah.
And also for goals and assists.
You have to remember, this Bruno Fernandes had a better season than prime KDB one season.
He did.
Ridiculous.
He did.
And I hated him.
Yeah. He got 46 goal involvements. That's what I'm looking at here. And this season, he's got 31, which is the second most he's had since joining the club.
That's insane. He is shit team as well that he's in.
He is honestly carrying us. And, if Roy Keane was trying to piss him off and get him to step up, fair play.
Keep doing it, brother.
Because maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know. This Roy Keane, you never know. He works in mysterious ways. But
Did you see the clip of when Maddison responded to Roy Keane? And then Roy Keane was like, "Oh no, it's fair play, it's fair." I was hoping he was going to do it in the next game, but he was injured. It's just proved his point. The fact that Maddison can't
he got subbed off,
fit.
I think. Yeah, it's Roy Keane's funny, man. But I don't know. I'm sick of Bruno being compared right now to attacking midfielders in the league.
Yeah.
Because firstly, there aren't that many out there like out and out number 10s. Oh, birds. And actually, he's not even playing number 10. He's playing number 8. He can play number 6.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear these Odegaard comparisons.
Let's just leave it, man.
That's my take.
And that's the take we're going to round off the 3 points with. I think, I should hope you can agree that we're sick of this Odegaard, bro. We're sick of this guy. Sick of this brother. So, get this Real Madrid reject gone. And Arsenal fans, try and bring somebody in. We took a risk on Bruno. We took a risk on Tonali. It made no sense that AC Milan were letting him go. United, they took a risk on Xerxes.
He's improving. He's improving.
You just got to take a risk, man. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you've it's just not worked out with Odegaard. I think.
Yeah, they've missed the boat on Isak. We've said before. Arsenal are not the same without Saka. They miss Saka.
It's true,
He
man.
is Arsenal, and I've seen them get excited that he might come back for the second leg against Real Madrid, which will be at the Bernabeu. What do you think is going to happen? What do you actually think is going to happen?
I like Saka, but like this guy is not doing anything at the Bernabeu, and he's not coming back from injury and saving you. And even if that was the case, you've just admitted that your team is basically shit without Saka. It's just shown right there.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Hold that.
Yeah, hold. We won't jibber jabber for too long. Thank you very much for watching the 3 points. I hope you enjoyed. And good vibes all around at the moment. It's been great hate watch, hasn't it?
Fantastic
Hate watch.
Fantastic.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow the TikTok, share those, even to your grandmother.
Yes. Send it to her.
Please.
Please.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in a bit. Peace.